you a premier sports drop on this Sunday afternoon. And what are the two topics I'm speaking on today? I'm going to touch on the WNBA. I don't know if any of you have been watching the WNBA, but their brand of basketball has come a long way since the league has started. A lot more skillful players. Teams are very competitive across the board in the league, and the future is bright for the WNBA. And I want to speak on Barbie. You might be saying, who's Barbie? This young lady over my left shoulder, Angel Reese, that's Barbie. And then the second topic I'm going to speak on is, boy, the foundation has been shattered up there in Cleveland. And they say where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And the trade talk speculations are going on for one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, Denzal Ward. But let's touch on the WNBA first. Like I said, WNBA, to keep a buck, I really like watching the WNBA games more than I've liked the regular NBA season. It's a lot more competitive. Games go down to the wire. And I just be loving it. I love what the WNBA is doing. Like I said, the future looks bright. You know, if you don't know, the top 5 teams currently early in the season of the WNBA, they got number 1 Minnesota Lynx sitting up there. Their emerging has their early regular season favorite. Matter of fact, they got that Commissioner's Cup going on right now. I don't know too much about it, but you know, they got what the Commissioner's Cup is whatever your record is and how many points each team scores in each game. So that's the 2 things I know factually. So that's why I'm gonna just leave it at like that. But the Minnesota Lynx has been balling out, y'all. They've been balling out. They got the Dallas Wings, you know, ranked number 2 right now. They've been explosive with the drafts that they have and the players they got coming in. They've been averaging 89 points a game. 89 points a game, and that is pretty darn good, y'all. And then my favorite WNBA team, because of Asia Wilson, is the Las Vegas Aces. They're currently sitting at number 3 right now. And then with me being down in Atlanta, I got to get to a game. I got to get to Atlanta Dream game because I want to see Barbie. Yeah, that's young lady right there. I want to see Barbie play in person. I want to see Angel Reese play in person. They are playing consistently. They won last night. You know, Angel Reese had 18 points, 17 rebounds, 4 steals, and a block shot. And do you know this? Just in her young career, she is ranked already one of the top 10 WNBA players. You know, she don't have a pretty game. She's a grinder. She reminds me of a male version of Draymond Green. You know, how Draymond play on the field ain't pretty, but he gets the rebounds and he scores. What are y'all thinking about Angel Reese? Let me open. I got to make sure I got this chat all the way open. Bear with me there for a second. Bam, live chat on, anyone. Okay, the chat's open if you care to chat in. But let me know what you feel about Angel Reese. What's up? What's up? What's up, Raku? What's up? Let me know where you're watching from. I wanted to get in here, talk about the WNBA. Angel Reese particularly. Like I said, the top 5 teams currently going on. If y'all haven't been watching the WNBA, y'all need to be tapped in because you're going to see some competitive basketball, very competitive basketball. And, you know, Spurs are letting me down. You know, they lost that game. I'm supposed to be talking about the WNBA. I'll talk about the NBA tomorrow. I almost got distracted there, but the Spurs lost, put a hole in my pocket. But hey, I'm doing good here. I'm doing good. Let me know where y'all watching from. Let me know where y'all watching from. Are you on Instagram? No, I haven't put my channel over there on Instagram. I know my son is all on Instagram, but I haven't posted anything on Instagram. Not consistently anyway. It's been hit or miss. I'm on X and I'm on YouTube here, and I'm on Twitch too, and I'm on Twitch. So I'm on those three platforms. Okay, cool. I appreciate you watching from your phone there. I appreciate you tapping in. What do you think about the WNBA this year, y'all? Tell me what y'all think. Who's your favorite team in the WNBA? What do y'all think of Angel Reese? Because she's the main person I'm speaking on today. You know, the Atlanta Dream, not last night, but 2 days, 2 days prior, they got knocked off by the Indiana Pacers. I mean, the Indiana Fever. And Caitlin Clark had a really good game, but Caitlin Clark played like trash yesterday and lost to the Liberty team. Caitlin Clark went 4-14 off the top of my head, but Angel Reese balled out yesterday. Do me a favor. I can see I got 17 in the chat. Wherever you're watching from, even if you're watching it from your home, you're able to hit that like button. The more people that hit the like button, the more this YouTube algorithm has been treacherous. It's been hard to get views on here. They don't even, those who subscribe to the channel, you know, if you haven't hit that notification bell, you know, it'd be a blessing if you hit that notification bell, because it's, you know, it's a hit or miss with this YouTube algorithm. What's up, Gracie Annie? Steph Curry is your favorite basketball player. How about WNBA? Who's your favorite WNBA player? Man, I got a person from Gambia. Man, always see. I had somebody in here from Russia yesterday. I dropped in where I could fit in yesterday for about a 40-minute live episode. I had somebody tap in from Russia. That blew me away. I always love to see people on here that's tapped in internationally. I really love it. So yeah, the topic is the WNBA, particularly on Angel Reese. Like I said, she's balling out. Somebody's trying to bother me on my other cell. She had 18 points, 17 rebounds, 4 steals, and 1 block against the Washington Mystics. Like I said, the top 5 WNBA teams are Minnesota Lynx, Dallas Wings, Las Vegas Aces, Atlanta Dream, and the New York Liberty. My favorite team in the WNBA is Las Vegas Aces with Asia Wilson. But this year, it's anybody could win the WNBA championship this year. Anybody. Caitlin Clark. Okay, Gracie Annie. Caitlin had a bad game yesterday. That's right. Let's go Aces. I'm down here in the ATL. I'm down here in Atlanta. I need to get my butt to Atlanta Dream game. I really need to see a game here. It only takes me like 35 minutes to get down there. I gotta put that on my bucket list. I got to go see a WNBA game this year here in Atlanta. What's crazy is my mind keep going over to the NBA. Do you know Game 3? If y'all don't know, you're about to know. The cheapest seat in Madison Square Garden for Game 3 of the Knicks and the Spurs is $10,000. That's the cheapest seat. And then you sitting up here. Oh, I got my green screen on. You sitting up there in the nosebleed seats, up there in the Raptors. Go Knicks, okay, man. Yeah, $10,000. That's the cheapest seat, y'all. It ain't for us poor folk. You know, even for our well-off folk. That boy, you better off sitting in your favorite little sports bar, getting your chicken wings, your pizza, your favorite salad, or Alfredo, and watch that game at a sports bar. Matter of fact, because I'm not going to watch that game at home by myself tomorrow. I'm going to go watch it tomorrow night. I mean, today's Sunday. Games on Monday night, 8 o'clock. I'm pretty sure the sports bars will be pretty loaded up. You know, I think it'll be NBA history. I know I'm off schedule here because I'm talking about the NBA. You know, if the Knicks win the NBA championship, this will be their first NBA championship in 19 years. If you didn't know that, it's been a long time. First NBA championship in 19 years. And then it's a possibility, not only did they just sweep the Cleveland Cavaliers, it may be the Knicks may be able to close out the Spurs at home. I don't want to see them do it, but they may be able to close them out at home. They may be able to do it. Who y'all got winning Monday night? For those that are still in the chat, you got the Knicks or you got the Spurs. Do you think the Spurs can avoid a sweep? Do you think you got the Knicks, Joseph? Hey, are you up there in New York City? My first cousin, he's a long time diehard New York Knicks fan, just like Spike Lee. So it's well deserved if they win the NBA championship, you know. But New York is going to go crazy, y'all. It's going to be more crowded down there in Times Square than New Year's Eve when the ball drops. I'm a Knicks fan, so I got to pick my team. That's right. You got to. Stay loyal, just like Spike Lee. Stay loyal. Stay loyal. But yeah, I need to get back on track here. You know, Reese been balling out. She's ranked currently Angel Reese. They call her Barbie. One thing I like about the WNBA is, you know, back in the day in the NBA players used to do their little fashion thing going. I mean, they show up to a game, they be all dressed up, casket sharp, looking all good, nice and fly. The players in the NBA don't do that no more. But I love seeing the WNBA players when they show up to a game. It's like they're headed into a fashion show. So it's kind of crazy. Yo, I'm back. What's good? What's good? What's good? So y'all, I don't know if any of y'all been following this. One of the hottest trending teams in the NFL currently is any of you who support the Sanders family is Shador Sanders. But this episode is not about Shador Sanders. This episode is with the trade of Myles Garrett to the Los Angeles Rams. There is trade talk rumors, and they say where there's smoke, there is fire, that one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, Mr. Denzal Ward, Pro Bowler, there is talks of him possibly getting traded. He's trying to say all the right things to the media. He was the host up there in Cleveland. They do a foundation softball game every year. David Njoku hosted before he left the Cleveland Browns, who's with the Chargers now. David Njoku, he was the last host of the celebrity softball game. Denzal Ward hosted it, and instead of him being able to enjoy himself as the host for the foundation up there, all the local media wanted to do is saying, you know, now that Myles is gone, they was trying to get Denzal Ward to speak on if he wanted to remain a part of the Cleveland Browns, part of the dog pound. And Denzal Ward, he said, you know, to the media, hey, he's from Ohio. He played for Ohio State up there. He wants to stay on the team, but there's a lot of chatter that Andrew Berry may be going wholesale and doing a fire dump and getting rid of the older players on the team, and they're strictly going young. And Denzal Ward, when he was asked by the media here, I'm going to read his quote. He says, I put my focus on. He says, I definitely want to be here. Myles was a good friend of mine and a great teammate, but things aren't lost, meaning it ain't all bad that Myles is gone. He says, I'm still here in Ohio, and it's us against the world. Either you with us or you against us. And then he closed out his quote by saying, I got to make sure I can get this up here. He says, I love playing for Cleveland. I'm a Cleveland Brown. I want to be here. I'm just grateful wherever I'm at, wherever, you know, business is business. And he's just grateful to be able to play in the NFL. They say the NFL is a not for long league. Business is business. You play somewhere for so many years and you get attached to places. But like I said, when you get up there in age, business is business, and you're at the mercy of the ownership. So, any of y'all that know Denzal Ward, now that Myles Garrett is gone, do you really think that they're also going to give up and trade Denzal Ward? I love when Denzal Ward gets a play. Whenever my Pittsburgh Steelers played against them last year, the next to the last game last year, Mike Tomlin was so worried about my previous coach for the Steelers was so worried about Myles Garrett getting that sack record that Aaron Rodgers kept throwing the ball away anytime Myles Garrett got around him. Refused to get sacked, which ended up causing the Steelers winning the AFC North in that particular game because we lost to the Browns. And they barely beat the Baltimore Ravens because the Baltimore Ravens missed the field goal kick in the last seconds of the game. That's how we won the AFC North last year. But I'm hoping Denzal Ward gets to at least stay with the Cleveland Browns for at least one more year. I don't think he's there next year. I don't think it at all. And I definitely don't think the Cleveland Browns' new stadium, state of the art, is going to be the best of the best. They're supposed to open up in 2029. I do not see Denzal Ward, even though he was at the groundbreaking ceremony. He was one of the people that had the shovel, broke the ground for the new stadium. I don't foresee him being there as a player. What's up? What's up, Northeast? What's up? Is this Northeast Ohio up there? Let me read some of these chats. If the Spurs win the next game, they still have a chance. But if the Knicks win, it's a wrap for them. I totally agree. Whenever y'all come into the chat, it helps this YouTube. You always hear a content creator on YouTube always ask if you can hit the like button. More like buttons is hit, more people to drop your thoughts and your comments. It pushes it out to the YouTube algorithm. If you're not subscribed to the channel, if you care to subscribe, that don't cost you a thing. Subscribe to the channel is free. I did just become a YouTube partner this year. Last week, which is a beautiful thing. So now I can get the super chat gifts if anybody cares to bless the channel. That would be a blessing. I got to play right now. I'm just sitting out here in a lovely park. I got a green screen behind me. But it's an overcast day down here in Atlanta, Georgia. So I wanted to get back out. I didn't want to do a live show hooked up to a laptop. I just wanted to sit back and relax and talk to y'all, read your comments, speak on them. We do some interaction and you get to know me more personally. I will be doing a live collaboration on the Cleveland Browns quarterback battle up there with the Reese show on Tuesday, I believe it is the media day. Me and Reese of Going Strong Podcast and the Reese show will be giving it to you live, real-time highlights of what's going on between Deshaun Watson Shador Sanders, the new defensive end, Alvaro Reese. We're giving to you live clips. We've been doing it the last 3 weeks. We plan on doing it every day when the media is out there. So if you want to tap in, join us. But yeah, I just got my YouTube partnership. Can't believe it. Started this channel back on the 4th of July. It ain't even been a year yet. And it was hard. But by the grace of the Most High, finally became a real YouTube content creator. But yeah, hitting that like button, dropping your comments is always a blessing. So I read George Joseph. Joseph said, I think we're sweeping personally, but I'm not counting out the Spurs yet. Yeah, we can't count them out. We cannot count them out, y'all. We cannot count them out. Stay true to hey, you've been true. I think, Joseph, I really think you're going to get your NBA championship. I really feel that the Knicks, they got the driver's wheel in this series. They was able to go into San Antonio and win the first 2 games. So the odds are on the Knicks' favor, baby. The odds are in the Knicks' favor. Whenever y'all tap in and watch this, the ask is, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. That helps push it out in the YouTube algorithm. Did I get everybody? Some people may have left. Yeah, those seats are not cheap up there. I appreciate it. I appreciate you subbing in. I appreciate y'all subbing in. If anybody's liking Shador or Deshaun Watson, me and Reese Will, the Reese Will Show, we do live, real time, on the ground media highlights. Other sports content creators like to do theirs after they wrap up the interview. Me and the Reese Will Show and the Going Strong podcast, we come on, we give it to you live, real action. But I just wanted to get in where I fit in. Thank you all for tapping in. I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. Appreciate you. On the path to 5,000 subscribers. Peace, love y'all, and be blessed. See you when I see you on the next one. Tell us how, what? Can't really see that there. But I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.